Well, you're still watching Morning Live, and thanks so much for doing so. Now, having made her mark in the industry, Palesa Mokubung is a household name through her Mantsho label, Mantsho label. And that, of course, means black is beautiful. In Sesotho. And the label was established in 2004 and has been showcased on numerous runways, including Greece, India, USA, Jamaica, Nigeria, Botswana, Senegal, you name it. And now she's been approached by H&M, who traveled to South Africa, and having chosen her from a short list of people they would consider partnering with in this country. And the collection will be in stores in August, and it will be available in 11 countries, including Israel and Chile as well. And Palesa is the creative director of the label, and she's here to tell us more about it.
That.
Good morning.
Morning.
You look fabulous, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Oh man, I wish you could just stand up just for a minute, because I think this is a side. Please,
we're matching.
We are.
Should I?
Yeah.
I'm comfortable.
So we'll
too.
show
Yeah.
you. See, this is
so
the
we're
thing.
We got the brief.
This is it this morning. And I had no idea that this is what you'd be
we're
wearing.
on the mark.
But absolutely love the ensemble that you are wearing. But tell us about, your journey, your rise to where you are right now.
Well, I've been in the industry for 15 years. I started years ago with Stone Cherry and Kensani. And in the last 15 years, like you said, I've traveled the world showcasing my work, and I've been in different retail stores, from Edgar's. I went into Spree and Zando. I've supplied boutiques around the country, and now I have my one store. And of course, I've got a Bachelor of Arts degree in design.
But people usually say it's hard, Palesa. It's really hard to break through. And what has been your experience in that regard, given some of the more established labels that you have managed to work with?
It is hard. It is hard. 15 years is a long time. It's a lot of sacrifice for your family to make for you. You have to be persistent. You have to be consistent. You have to, you just have to keep going. I went to school right in the middle of my career because it just wasn't working anymore. Yes, I had the talent, but I didn't have the qualification yet, and I didn't want anything standing in my way. When big opportunities such as this came through, I wanted to feel like I'm worthy of it. I've put in the time. I've put in my 5,000 hours. I've put in, and I'm still going to put them in. So it is hard. However, you can make a living of it. You can go on holidays. You can buy a house. You can buy cars. You can make a living of it. It is not, it's not impossible. It's hard, but it's not impossible. But what isn't hard?
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Yeah.
But then, getting your label into stores, because I think for many a designer, that is perhaps you want to own your own store where you can showcase all of your own stuff. But just getting into a store, at the initial stages, how easy or how difficult is that?
It's not easy. It's really not easy. You have to have your retail cap on. There's different types of designers. You have to decide what type of a designer you want to be. Are you a commercial designer, or are you a high-end designer, or are you a nicely balanced designer like myself, who can make looks for a red carpet as well as make looks that are ready to wear? And I think I'm like nicely in between. And both both worlds have got a lot to you. They're different, even though they are under the same umbrella of design. You have to understand how retail works. You have to understand the mind of the consumer. You have to understand your clientele. You have to understand their lifestyle. And I think that's why H&M wanted to get into business with me, because as much as, my talent is undeniable.
And I love that you say that.
No, my talent is undeniable.
Absolutely.
I know that.
Absolutely.
But the heart, you still have to put in the work. So I think they wanted to collaborate with me because I understood certain parts about retail. There are pieces that I'm going to sell, that I sell now in my store for maybe 2,500, and you can get them at the Mantsho and H&M collaboration for for a fraction of the price, maybe 900, maybe 800, which is the average price for the collection. And you need a designer who's not going to oppose that, who is for that, because they understand that the life of this project is short, but it needs to be punchy. You want people to come and get it. It is about taking Africa to the world.
So you say the life is short. So how long will this collaboration
I'm
last
hoping
for?
that it won't be in stores for more than 4 weeks.
So really short.
It's very limited. I mean, it's in you said, nationwide, 25 H&M stores. So if we have this jacket, for example, we don't have this jacket, but if we have this jacket, for example, there'll be a few of them, maybe 10 of them, and so forth. And the collection is made out of 15 garments and 10 accessories. So something for everybody.
No sneak preview?
No. The way the way you love clothes, women. I love you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but I did create fabrics and prints for the entire collection. There's 4 brand new prints that I created for the collection, and one print is flying around. It's been flying around all week. So there's a lot to look forward to.
Have to take a look. But of course, there's also the controversy around H&M. They have courted quite a bit of controversy in this country. So how did you, come to the point where you actually decided this was worth doing?
Well, okay. So first time when I got the call, I thought, wow, H&M even knows that I exist. I didn't know that H&M would know that I exist. I was honored and flattered. And then my second reaction was a bit of a cringe. But at that moment, I knew that this is an opportunity for me to say something. I've had the platform to express myself through the fabrics that I make, through the clients that I dress, through my work and just my aesthetic. But I've never had the opportunity to stand for something, to stand here and say, look, if you think that this H&M is making amends, let me tell you something. This goes beyond making amends. I feel like if they were just making amends, they would probably just have the collection in some stores in South Africa, not even 25 stores, and not even globally. But this is a global act. This is about showing or reminding people of their values, that it's about inclusivity. It is about now letting Africans tell their own story, as opposed to how it's usually done when big labels come into Africa. Just take, go, and pretend everything is theirs. And we have a problem when they do that. So I thought this is an opportunity for me to stop complaining about people coming in and taking from us, and an opportunity to stand for all Africans and show the world what we're made of. So I think for me this goes beyond just making amends. That's why I decided to get involved.
Well, it's all very exciting, and I'm looking at some of the designs, and I must say this aesthetic appeals to me.
See.
Because I'm eyeing this and I'm thinking, I want that. I think I could rock that. You can see that.
I can see it in your eyes.
But when it comes to the passion and the career, how do you square those two up? Or are you one of those fortunate people who happen to be able to roll them into one and just go with it?
The passion and the career. You have to find a balance at some point, and this is where your family comes in and your loved ones come in. This is where your focus comes in. This is where your drive, this is where your introspection comes in at some point. 15 years in the industry, I feel like what you're seeing now is a company that I built in the last maybe 5 years, because I feel like anything before then, I was just really plain. So maybe let's say 8 years, because about 8 years ago, I went back into the classroom and said, I'm going to get my degree. I went to school full time. I studied for 3 years, and then I built my business from scratch again.
Just going back to school, if I may interject, how do you feel that has enhanced your work and your offering as a designer?
Well, first of all, at school, you've got to put in the extra hours every time. So by the time you leave there, you are used to grinding, and you are used to meeting deadlines, and you are used to, just researching everything before you go into anything. You are just used to a certain drive. And then comes the technical side of it, and lots of subjects also that you learn in the 3 years, from textiles to the history of fashion, to marketing, to just production management on its own, and patterns. So you have got to do yourself a favor. It was the nicest thing I could have ever done for myself, to go back to school. The nicest thing.
So beyond H&M, what is the big dream?
Well,
well, that is pretty big.
That's coming soon, yes. So after H&M, I mean, just this year, if we just look at this year, I'm having such an amazing year, a lot of firsts. And immediately after after H&M, I'm looking forward to doing another fashion week, and I'm already getting so much interest, just in the continent and just in general from the world. To just bring more, of myself to them. So I'm moving forward. I'm open to the world.
Oh, that's fantastic. But then I'm getting some interest coming through. People want to know some of the outfits, the
so
designs
that's the kimono.
that we're seeing.
We're looking at
what
the
are the
kimono
price tags on these?
Well, this is available in my store in Melville. I have a store at 27 boxes in Melville. The store is called Mantsho. You can get a range of mud cloth designs. This is the popular one, the black with the gold and the cream. And the price range is anything from, you can get something from 1.9 to about 6.5 in this particular fabric. And I think about, and this one, you can get anything from about 2,000 Rand to about 6.5. You can walk out with an outfit as well as an earring. This is something from my latest collection. Now, very elegant.
Oh, that red is gorgeous.
Very elegant. It was a powerful look to open with, and it's attracting a different type of a client as well. So I'm really, really open to this. This is from my previous collection, and what you see there is the signature Mantsho flower, which I used in some of the prints, in all the prints actually, that I designed for the H&M collection.
Well, and as Palesa was saying, you'd be able to find her designs at a much reduced rate when you do go to buy her collection at H&M. Palesa, thanks so much for stopping by. The creative director of the Label Mantsho, talking to us about her collaboration with H&M, meaning that her collection will be in H&M stores throughout the country and also other H&M flagship stores worldwide. So look out for that, and it will be at a reduced price. Right, let's take a break, and of course we're going to